everybody. Thanks for tuning in and watching our YouTube channel. Today at DR Properties, my name is Colleen Valerio and I'm joined with my good buddy and colleague here, Vicki Tetley.
Hi guys.
We are going to talk about all things villas, i.e. houses. We just call them villas down here because it sounds so much better.
Well, it has a different feel to it actually than back home too, so I get it.
Right. So we always get asked the question, should I buy a house, should I buy a condo? So we've done a video on condos and what that's like. So today we're going to talk about what it's like to own a villa and why people choose a house over a condo. So why do you think they do?
I think people, well, I chose a villa over a condo.
This is her villa, by the way.
This
is her pool.
This is my villa in our backyard, and behind me you see the pool. That's one of the largest reasons that people actually look at villas is they want their own private pool.
Yeah, privacy.
And their own private garden space. So you can see the incredible greenery behind me too, that the landscaping that's been done around our yard. So that when we want, we can kind of hide in our own little paradise and have it to ourselves.
Right, and I do find it's half and half kind of villas and condos with what people want.
Yeah.
I've owned 3 houses in the Dominican Republic, and you know, it's beautiful having your own terrace and your own sparkling pool and your own everything, but there comes at a different cost. Excuse our noise behind us, we have construction behind us. They're building another house behind Vicki, so
they are.
It's almost finished. So anyways, there are different costs associated with owning a home as opposed to being in a condo. Certainly you have an HOA fee in a condo, which pretty much takes care of everything, and you just live there. That's all you have to do. In a villa, you are more responsible for, if the roof leaks, or you've got to paint the outside, or the pool pump goes, or the water pump, or whatever. There's more maintenance, certainly, in a house.
There absolutely are, yeah. The fees are higher. You pay more to have a villa.
Yeah, you do. Now, there's different ways and different places to own a villa. We have some clients that just want to be on their own. It's like, I just want to buy a house. So they don't need all the services of, somebody that pays your bills for you, or they'll hire their own staff if they don't want to do their own housekeeping or gardening. There's options here. We do tend to stick to gated communities that do have some security because most of our buyers don't live here full time, or even if they do, they tend to go back to their home countries for the summertime or periods of time.
I also think it's important if you're going to live outside of a gated environment that you're fluent in Spanish.
Right, that's right.
So that's why we tend to stick to more gated as well. I mean, if you're going to live outside, you need to know the language. So if someone comes around your property, you can communicate with them.
So what kind of services are offered in gated communities? And by those, I mean places like Casa Linda, Sosúa Ocean Village, Villas Marinas, Hispaniola Residencial. These are all properties or projects that offer a lot of services, as opposed to, and I'll throw out some names, Perla Marina, the gardens at Lomas Morones, beautiful areas with some security, but that's all. That's all you get. You don't have anything else. So tell me what these other projects that I just mentioned offer.
So most of them have fees that include this 24/7 security,
right?
Garbage collection, often 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Because here in the heat, you want to pick up more than what we're used to in Canada. Maintenance areas, common areas,
yeah.
Electricity, lighting on your streets for walking at night. That's really important in gated areas that you may not get in ungated areas. Different projects have slightly different amenities. So as an example, Casa Linda actually has a shuttle bus. So a portion of your fee covers a portion of the use of the shuttle bus.
Right, and what would be a general fee here? I know we'll use this one as an example, but they're all very similar. And it depends on the size of your property, but...
It does. They're based on the number of bedrooms often. Mm-hmm. So I know here it's $285 plus taxes for my 2-bedroom here.
Right, exactly. So it goes up to about $400 a month. So in addition to that, though, the services that are offered at some of these bigger gated developments it's the lock up and leave component, right? So you're not going to Edenorte, the power company. You're not dealing with Delancer, the cable company. You do everything through the development, and they're paying all your bills on your behalf. You have an online portal, or you have a way to log in and see what's being paid for you and what your bills are. You don't have to deal with any of that. So it's not like, my cable's out, I got to call the Spanish cable company. Everybody here speaks English. It's a 24-hour office. All those kinds of services. So it's kind of the services of a resort in a way, with the privacy of your own home.
True.
And that's what I think buyers love about gated communities like these guys. these ones. But some people are like, no, you know what? I'm fine. I can once in a while call a utility company, or I want my privacy. I don't want to pay $300 a month. I don't want to pay anything. Or else maybe I want to pay $100 and just have security. So there's a lot of options. It just depends on what you want.
True.
And that can change over time too. I've seen people buy and sell, in 15 years of doing this, we've had all kinds of things, people buy and sell properties and change their minds.
Change their minds and go somewhere else and feel more comfortable to go outside of a gated area because they, one, speak the language a little bit better and their comfort level's better and they know people. Yeah,
exactly.
They've created social circles around them.
That's right. And that's a big thing here is the social circle, which is so big, right? You get to know, and such a great community. We were talking about that yesterday, how during COVID, when everything was locked down, how the community just all came together. It was really nice how everybody helped everybody else. And
oh, they did. But even going into the grocery stores during COVID, I mean, the big smiles on people's faces when things were tougher, it's like, it was incredible.
Yeah, it's a pretty unique community here. I think really quite a little microcosm of anywhere else I've ever been in the world. So, so these are some of the reasons why people choose houses. I mean, it's a pretty obvious choice. You're getting something different. People like to have their own land and their own property. But it does have its pros and cons for sure.
It does.
And I mean, what we try to do when people come and have a look is, you'd be surprised how many times people change their mind. You know that, right?
Yeah.
They're like, I want a condo, I want a house. And then they get here and we show them what there is here and what the marketplace is like. And they're like, you know what? No, I think I want this now. So that's why we're really, and we always say before you come down, tell us what you're thinking about and we'll help you find a rental. So that way you're living in the thing you're thinking about buying.
True. Very true.
Right. And we also are big believers in information being key. And part of why we do this YouTube channel is to inform people and give them information. And as Vicki always says, we want you armed and dangerous before you ever come to the DR. You're going to know so much you feel like you live here already. And it's just a matter of going, oh yeah, this is what you were talking about. Okay, I see. Yeah. Right.
I think that's important too, because when they get here, I mean, when you first come to look at property, it's overwhelming. It's hugely overwhelming. So I think when someone meets you at the airport, helps you get groceries, helps you get checked in. But if all that before information has been good, because when you start to show them around, oh, yeah, they hear the names and they can kind of orient themselves.
Exactly.
And have a better appreciation for it than had that not happened prior.
Well, and we're a big believer in having potential buyers meet existing owners so that they can get their take on things. I always say, don't take our word for it. We don't have anything to hide. There's no perfect place.
No.
But we have chosen to be here for many, many years because it checked the most boxes and provided the best balance of a number of things, including climate and security and government and airports and all kinds of different things. So that's a whole other video. But anything else you'd like to add on villas that we might have missed? You can always ask us a question too, because if we missed something, let us know, because we're here to help.
That's true. That's true. There's always tons of questions, so we're not going to hit it all in one video.
No, that's for sure.
But certainly I think we've gone over a lot of the main important ones.
And now we have a lawnmower in February. I think that says it all.
But that's important here as well, actually. You want a nice looking yard.
That's right. So you have to have a lawnmower when you're filming a video. Anyway, join us again and ask us any questions. We're always here to help. And like we say, we're here to make you knowledgeable, and knowledge is power. So be sure and message us with any questions. Check out all the listings on villas and condos, and reach out when you want to know more. Stay tuned for more videos.